Right, we're live on Does Football Stand. Welcome if you've joined. Thank you for joining, guys. Very happy day, or should I say happy weekend for United fans. What is all that about? Oh well, just put some random thing on there. I'm going to try and get rid of that. Oh, that's more like it. That's more like it. With the microphones and stuff. That looks miles better, that. I think I'll definitely use that. It looks like I'm in a press conference. Anyway, as I say, welcome to Does Football Sunday, gentlemen. We are live with your United 2, Watford 1 report. In my opinion, a game of two halves. The first half, I think till the 30th minute or so, we didn't seem to play with the full. I can't get the words out today. We didn't play to our full potential, is what I was going to say. And then the 30th minute, we just started pressing Watford on a lot and, getting the counter-attacks in and got 2 goals in the space of 3 minutes, which is good. First of all, the goal, well, the first goal, real slice of good fortune. Ball into the box from Ashley Young, and it hit, I think, what did it? It hit Lukaku's belly or something and just went over the line. Really lucky goal. And the second goal, a really good piece of skill for it. Smalling, ball again. The corner comes into the box. Fellaini heads it forward. Smalling chests it down and does a half volley straight into the top corner, top of the net. Great goal. And that made it 2-0 half time. And then second half we didn't play very well at all. We seemed to. It looked as if we were going to try and play defensively, which was something I hoped we didn't do. But as I say, Watford got the goal back. And I tell you, if David De Gea was not in goal, we would have lost. There's a couple of people I would say, competitors for man of the match, in my opinion. David De Gea, Ashley Young, possibly Marwan Fellaini. But I think that's mainly it. In my opinion, I gave my man of the match to Ashley Young because Ashley Young did amazing against his form. He always does well against Watford. It seems to be he does well at Watford. Even though he's under a lot of pressure with the Watford fans and stuff booing him all the time. And I think he coped well with the pressure. And I think he did well to actually contribute in both the goals that we scored. And he did very well. Please drop a like, guys. If you haven't already done so, that'd be very much appreciated. Welcome to Matthew Jones. Thanks for joining. Thank you to Man United Fan Stand for joining, guys. Hope you're having a fantastic day. And as I say, now I can get on with the real business. And I'm going to mention the guest who we have on tonight. A regular on this channel. He's back again tonight. It's no other than the guy from... Very... A lot of people do. I was going to... ordered him, but he said I can't do it anyway, so that's no problem. But we do have a guest on. It's no other than Kieran from Red Devil Weekly.
Alright guys, great to be back on the channel again, and it's great to be talking about another Manchester United win. So yeah, thanks for having me back on, Daryl, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yep, it's good to be back again, and it's actually good to get back-to-back wins for the first time. First time this season that we've got a back-to-back win. Because our start of the season... Our start of the season's been 50 really iffy, really, should I say. We've had five games, we've got 3 wins and we've lost 2. Now, in those 2 defeats we conceded 3 goals. Our goal difference is currently at 0. And we are currently 8th in the league. So as I say, we're climbing up the table slowly, but how much longer will Jose Mourinho stay at United is the main question. But Matthew Jones here says, great review from Kieran yesterday, by the way. And he says, good first half, but disappointing. We didn't put the game to bed. Yeah, as I say, the second half we did seem to play pretty defensively. I think everyone will have been happy for at least a goal or 2, at least 2-0 would have been happy with. But turns out Watford had different ideas and scored I thought it was well taken finish, but it was pretty soft from our defenders and stuff. Well, Kieran, I'm gonna come to you now. What were your thoughts on the game?
Well, I think it was just a great win. Really a real, gutsy 3 points from United, and a much needed 3 points from Manchester United, in my opinion. We needed to, continue the good form from the Burnley game. We did just that. Towards, the end of the game, it was very, very nervous, very squeaky bum time, but
Yeah.
we got over it in the end. We got through in the end, and it was so important that we did get through, especially with considering all the results in the other games, with all the big teams seemingly winning. We had to kind of make sure we didn't fall behind, and we did just that. And I was very happy with the performance overall. There were some bits of it which could definitely be better, and some individual performances which could have been better. I thought my man of the match was Marouane Fellaini. Obviously, he went for Ashley Young, but I went for Marouane Fellaini. I thought, again, similar to what he showed against Burnley, he was absolutely fantastic, taking the ball down, and he was an absolute menace in their box, but then also was able to get back and do his defensive duties really well. And I think he's a good option for us. When we need to dig in, and I think he does get a lot of stick, and sometimes I can definitely understand it. But I think you have to give credit where credit is due, and I think Fellaini did really, really well yesterday. But just so happy we got the 3 points. Lukaku and Mike Smalling with a goal. With the goals, and it was just a great win overall. We needed it badly, and I was just really happy with it overall.
I agree. I think the 3 points that we got, they were very big 3 points, and there were 3 points that we definitely needed after with the fact of Jose Mourinho. His job is still under a lot of scrutiny, though, and that is the main thing that we can say. I don't know why Matthew Jones just retracted the message. I don't know what it said anyway. Louis Ladd has joined. Thank you very much for joining the stream. Please drop a like, guys, if you haven't already done so. That would be very much appreciated. Matthew Jones says hello to everyone who has joined. And Aaron Richards, thank you very much for joining the stream as well. And if you'd like to leave a like, that would be very much appreciated, lads. He's doing some fantasy Ferrari Formula 1 stuff now. So he's added me as a Formula 1 Ferrari driver. Don't ask, guys. This wasn't my idea. I didn't know anything about it till he told me. Smalling was a beast at the back. True. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of Smalling these last couple of games. And a lot of people have said that they've never forgiven Smalling or Phil Jones after the FA Cup final, because people think that Smalling's awful. They'd rather play Eric Bailly and Lindelof. For me, Lindelof's improved. He's improved a lot since last season. He certainly shows that he can be a big main defender in the first team. Smalling did do a good improvement, but I didn't think... I mean, he was good at the back, but I don't think he's like what I would class as a number one centre-back for us. My fantasy Formula 1's been going for a couple of years now. It's the first time you told me about it. Anyway, I'm just before we go on to any more points, I'm just going to read here what Manchester manager Jose Mourinho told BBC Sports. With this win, we keep the same points as Spurs and Arsenal. We have that distance of 4 and 6 points to the other top teams. If we don't win this match, obviously that distance goes a little more. They are a good team. They know how to create problems to the top teams. And I told the players at half-time, sometimes I'm sorry we don't have a camera in the dressing room, but I told them what exactly happened, that it could be a match to win 4-5-0 or to be in real trouble. In the second half, we decreased our intensity, then the goal happened, and then the game was open. Now, Watford knew, especially with the second half, when they were 2-0 down at as I was saying, when it came to the second half, I mean, Watford knew that they had to get the next goal. Because if United got a third goal and made it 3-0, that would have been game, set and match. Again, for me, it's not merely for me down to the scoreline. Because half the time, I don't think the scoreline tells the whole moral of the story. And for me, I'm not bothered about what the score is or the scoreline was, as long as we got the 3 points. Now, I know there's a lot of people in here who are the same. Now, for me, Watford knew they had to get that goal, because otherwise it would have been game over and they wouldn't have a chance of being in it. But when they got the goal, they were back in it, and the game seemed to open, and it seemed to be a lot more tense coming to the last 10 minutes of the game. Just going to read some of the comments here just before we get to Kieran's views here. Matty says, my man of the match is smelling. Typo error, I believe that'll have been, because it says smelling. So his man of the match is Chris Smelling, according to the autocorrect. I give credit when it's due, and he made some good challenges and a fantastic volley. Football Fan Monthly, thank you very much for joining the stream. Says, hey, does it? Matic was a complete... No, oh God. I'm not saying that was a complete... for getting himself sent off, especially when he was on a yellow card. I think the second yellow was stupid. I mean, to be honest, when I watched the foul, I knew for a fact that was going to be a yellow card. And when I saw it was Matic and he pulled out the red as well, I'm thinking, it's a second yellow and he's off. See you later. So Matic... To be honest, it served him right. It was a bit of a daft foul to give away in the first place. But at the end of the day, it nearly costed us a goal, actually, to be honest with you. But I would rather, I'd rather David De Gea save something at least. And at the end of the game, the 93rd minute or so, the free kick came into the penalty area. Everyone's down there, goes into the box. Header, if David De Gea was not in goal, that would have been straight in the back of the net. But thankfully, David De Gea was in goal, kept us winning. The corner came in, went wide, and then the full-time whistle went, and we were all happy. Matty says, damn, I hate the auto-corrections. Yeah, I knew he meant Chris Smalling. Everyone drop a like. Yeah, please. I'd very much appreciate it, lads. Should be doing a review tomorrow if you want to join, lads. Yes, I'll probably join you for that. Aaron says, yeah, I know, I told you about it, but you're going to be the rookie. Oh, yeah, whatever. Peter Douglas says, De Gea is the best keeper in the world. I'd have to agree, to be honest with you, because, Bayern Munich-wise, I haven't seen enough of Manuel Neuer to really say that he's the best goalie yet. What are your thoughts on Jose Mourinho's points? And do you agree with what I said with the fact that when Watford got that goal, it seemed to get tense and stuff? Was that what you were feeling?
No, yeah, I totally agree. I think it was a problem that we were seeing a lot last season, where we'd be 1 or 2 goals up, and we'd invite pressure on. And when we invite pressure on, unfortunately, other teams tended to get a goal. And we saw it in plenty of matches last season when we were seemingly cruising, 1 goal up or whatever, and then they go and equalise, they go and get a goal back, and for the last few minutes of the game, it's squeaky bum time. As I said, I mean, this fixture last season was a similar thing. I think we were 3-0 up at half time, and then it ended up being 3-2. And if Jesse Lingard didn't score that fantastic goal, probably one of our goals of the season last year, if he didn't score that goal, then it was going to be a really nervy finish. So it's funny how in this game last season a similar thing happened, but luckily we got the 2-goal cushion. But I saw what Matty said there as well, that it was frustrating that we didn't fully put it to bed. We had the chances and the opportunities to put it to bed, but we just didn't. And I think if our final pass was better, had a bit more quality on it, and we're a bit more clinical, that game could have been 3, 4, 5 goals. But so I agree with what Mourinho said there, and we need to make sure that when we get the chance to bury teams and finish the game off, we take it, because if we were playing a better team, then I reckon they probably would have got right back into the game and potentially even gone on and got a result against us. So yeah, I do agree with Mourinho on that one.
Definitely. I think Jose Mourinho's been... I think he's been harsh by saying that Paul Pogba is not welcome at Man United when he's actually playing for us. I think some of the stuff he says in the press conferences is daft, but I think most of the times it's mainly down to the press being absolutely, annoying, the word, being really annoying towards him, given all his criticism and stuff in the last couple of weeks. Going to have a look at some of the stats here. So United dominated the game on possession-wise. Couldn't say that we were the better team. Watford Watford should at least got 2 goals in that second half, but we were really lucky. Shots wise, 14 shots, 5 on target for Watford, 9 shots, 6 on target for United. So that's about 66% of our shots on target. So like I say, it's good. It's very good, but as I say, we're still going to need to improve on our shooting at times. I do think we need to get more shots away, especially with these next couple of games. Peter Douglas, thanks for joining. Says it's not Jose's fault. I think it's mainly down to the press. I think it's mainly down to the press being really annoying towards him. So we dominated the game on possession, but Watford were a better team on the, on the stats wise with the shots and stuff. As I said, I've said this loads of times, and I'll ask this to Keegan as well. When you look at the scoreline, do you think that it reflects the whole moral of the story or not?
Well, yeah, I feel the scoreline, in some ways it does, in some ways it doesn't. I think for periods of that game, Watford were on top. There's no doubt about that. But I do think we should have had more goals. So I feel like it could have easily been, 4-1, 5-1. But in the end of the day, it could have definitely been a draw because, the way Watford are playing in patches, they're all over us. And I mean, if we hadn't scored those 2 goals in the first, not 2 goals, the 2 goals in the first half, then we really would have been struggling. So, it just happened. So we got that two goal cushion because I feel like we it could have definitely been more, but if we didn't have that 2 goal cushion, I reckon it probably would have been a draw. But yeah, no, I do feel that the scoreline doesn't really tell the whole story. But yeah, as I said, it could have been a lot different if both sides really took the chances they had.
Logan, guten Nachmittag. Thank you very much for joining the stream, mate. And very good evening to you as well. In case you're wondering what guten Nachmittag means, it means good evening in German. Something I know of German. Like I say. What's next for United? Well, the next 4 games aren't really simple ones for us. When you look at our couple of games. Just going to have a look here. Yeah, don't send messages in German all the time, mate. It gets really confusing for people. Young Boys away next on Wednesday night in Switzerland. A game that we'd be expected to win. Having said that, we were expected to win against Brighton and Hove Albion, and look what happened. Underestimated sides like this. Young Boys are a team that we could easily underestimate. We could do the same against Wolves. Derby are definitely no mugs, and neither West Ham United. West Ham United is a 12:30 kickoff. Next Saturday, let me think. Are we at home or away next Saturday? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Just have a look here. Why get us Ilan? Yeah. Matty says here. Disappear now. Thoughts on Sanchez's performance? I'll go to Kieran for that in a second. Football fan on Friday says, but you still got to face Chelsea in the league. Yes, 2 point. We have to face everyone in the league twice. Matty says, would you drop Sanchez for the game on Wednesday? And what are your thoughts on the performance? And as I said, I'll go to Kieran in a minute and see what his thoughts are on that. Peter says Sanchez is not the same player at United. Well, like I said, everyone's talking about Sanchez. As I say, I'll go to you, Kieran, on that. You know more about Sanchez than I do. What are your thoughts on... So, Matty Jones and Peter both saying it's... would you drop Sanchez for the game on Wednesday? And Peter says Sanchez is not the same player at United. I think when you look at that, I mean... Sanchez hasn't been... He hasn't been the Alexis Sanchez that we've seen on he's not the Alexis Sanchez we've seen at Arsenal, but at the same time, he'll have good games and he'll have bad games. I mean, what are your thoughts on it? Dave, if you want to come on, I'll add you to the call. Right, go ahead, Dave. Go ahead, mate.
Well, look, for me, Sanchez's performances are not exactly, very. What's the word? They're not exactly very encouraging. I think he looks good on the ball, but I do think he is a bit wasteful. I feel like he can do more with it when he picks it up, and so it feels like he gets in players' way, especially Paul Pogba's way, it seems. And I don't know. I feel like against Burnley we saw a much better Alexis Sanchez. He got the assist for the Lukaku's goal, and we saw someone a bit better. But in this game against Watford, I don't know. I didn't think we saw the Sanchez we wanted to see, and I don't think we have seen the Sanchez we wanted to see for about 8 months now, since he's joined the club. And it's frustrating because we know how good Sanchez is as a player. We've seen how good he is. But maybe the system's not right for him. Obviously, paying 500,000 to him is, you have to kind of, it doesn't matter what system you play in, you have to play to the best of your ability. I'm not sure if we're getting that from Sanchez right now. But yeah, it's slightly worrying. And obviously, Matthew says there, would you drop him for the game on Wednesday? I mean, we are only playing young boys. I mean, yes, obviously no team can be underestimated, but we've got a really good squad depth, and I think it would be a good opportunity for Martial to play instead of Sanchez, and for Sanchez to have a bit of a rest before the Wolves game, and then we'll see who Jose selects for the Wolves game. But I feel it would be a perfect opportunity for Martial to really stay a claim in the team, because for me, I'm not sure if Martial really has been taking his opportunities as of late. So to have Martial start against young boys, I think give him the perfect platform to really show what he can do, and he has to take that opportunity if he wants to be a regular in that first 11.
Well, as you said, I mean, Sanchez. Look, we all know it's not the Sanchez that we've seen at Arsenal in the past. And can you turn the stream down, mate? 2 ticks.
Thanks for having me on, mate. I've got to go now. I've got to go.
All right, no problem, mate. Thank you very much for coming on. Thank you to Kieran for being on the stream, as always. And as I say, we'll catch up with each other soon.
Yeah, cheers, mate. And make sure you hit that like button, guys. Let's get to 10 likes.
Yeah.
And check out my channel, link in the description down below. Thanks, Darryl. Appreciate it, mate.
Yep. Cheers, mate. Just on Red Devil Weekly's link there, I have forgot to say, we have 2 prediction shout-out winners. Because these 2 people have predicted 2-1. Now, I will say a big thank you to the guys who, to the channels who did put their predictions in the comment section down below in the preview, and obviously put them in the live chat and the watch along. So I went for 3-2 United. Turns out I was wrong there. So thank you to Red Devil Weekly, thank you to Soulstar 2002, Fergie United, Man United Fan Stand, aka King Oz as well at the same time. Nick Muller, Football Beast Football, the United 2, and Football Fan 148. Thank you all, guys, for putting your predictions in the comments of the preview and for putting your predictions in the live chat of the watch along. The 2 winners, Red Devil Weekly, who was already in the description anyway because they predicted 2-1, and the United Stand 2, otherwise known as King All's brother, who both got 2-1. Congratulations if you are a prediction shout-out winner, and as I say, a big thank you to all the guys who did put their predictions in the comment section of the preview. The next predictions one that I'll be doing will be for United, will be the Young Boys one on Wednesday night. Now, there's no watch-alongs at all on Wednesday night because I'm out doing the vlog for Bovey Bolton. But as I say, we are joined by another guy. We're joined by David Hoyle, who has just joined like 2 seconds ago. Hi, David.
Yeah, alright, thanks. That's that.
What are your thoughts? What would you like to say, mate?
Well, I think if we go looking at the league, I think the performance against Watford, it was like, I don't know, like 50-50. I mean, they had some like good possession in the first half, but in the second half, Watford definitely dominated.
I certainly agree. I mean, the first half we did very well. I think Watford were the better team in the first half until about the 30th minute, and then it all went pear-shaped for them. But yeah, I do agree. The second half for us, we sat back too much in the second half, and we did get 1 or 2 attacks, but we didn't create much in the way of chances. So it was pretty poor in the second half, and I think that's certainly something that we need to work on. We need to not sit back in games, and like I said, the second half was disappointing. We were allowing Watford to come in too many times and stuff, and as expected, it was on the cards that they were going to get a goal. So I certainly agree with you, mate. Welcome to Rasmus A, who has joined. I believe he'll be watching from Estonia. Thank you very much for joining, mate. Please drop a like if you haven't already done so. That'd be massively appreciated, lads. As I said, there's only 1 game left to play in the Premier League so far. Indeed, but not. But it doesn't matter who wins; it won't affect United's position.
It won't affect the table match, will it?
I know you're a Chelsea fan, and I know you said you watched the game, but who for you was the man of the match in that game?
Oh, such a difficult decision again. I mean, with Chelsea, they have a lot of really good players. But if I have to go for a man of the match, I have to go with either Eden Hazard or Willian. I mean, they both did extremely well on yesterday afternoon. So, but if I have to go if I have to decide the man of the match on goals, I'm gonna have to give it to Willian, because that strike was absolutely insane. No one could have stopped that.
Right. Sorry, mate. I wasn't on about Chelsea. I was on about United.
Oh, United. Oh. God, you could have said which one. You could have said at the beginning United. You could have said who was the man of the match of the United.
I said who was your man of the match for the game. Oh, never mind.
I could go with one.
Take 2.
I think I'm going to give it to David De Gea, because if he wasn't in that game, you would have lost it.
Definitely.
He made some really crucial saves for you in that game.
Mm-hmm.
He really did.
I agree. I think David De Gea, in my opinion, was one of the should I say athletes or something. One of the nominations for man of the match, in my opinion. I gave mine to Ashley Young because I felt he did very well against his former team again, and he showed that he can be a threat down that left hand side. David De Gea for me, yes, definitely. He was going to be my man of the match, and then decided I'll be and then he was going to be my man of the match, but it was hard to pick between Ashley Young and David De Gea. But David De Gea, as you said, if he wasn't in goal, we would have lost it. Simple as. And for me, I'm really glad that he was in goal, and I think in the future he'll become the number 1 goalkeeper in the world. I think probably by the end of this season, possibly. But yeah, I have to agree, to be honest with you. Matthew Rasmus here says yes. Watching from Estonia, and it is 9:40 in Estonia. So you're 2 hours ahead of us. Yeah, I thought you'd be 2 hours ahead of us because Worcester's 2 hours ahead of us. Matthew Jones.
2 hours ahead. Some are really different. It's a bit like the USA in many ways.
No. Matthew Jones in Florida. They're 6 hours behind. But Rasmus is 2 hours ahead. Matthew Jones here says the games against young boys will be very interesting. It's not easy sometimes playing these kind of teams. Let's hope we can rest a few players and get the win. Agreed, definitely. I mean, young boys.
Have I heard that? I mean, I've heard that on BBC Radio Berkshire, especially in the FA Cup games. I mean, we rest a few players and we just go and either draw the game and put it through to a replay, or we get knocked out. We really do, because he puts in like really young players or players that haven't had much experience or haven't played as many games, and we don't do very well. We just, if I have to be honest, just put out more of the experienced players in games like that.
Yeah. I'm just going to look here. I've just been looking here at what Javi Gracia here has said to BBC Sport. This is the Watford manager, by the way. Our opposing manager. Matthew Jones says, great show tonight. Sorry I couldn't call in. That's not a problem, mate. That'll be on your stream probably tomorrow night anyway. Don't know what time you're doing it, but I'll get in contact at some time. Javi Gracia here says, we were much better in the second half than in the first. United played better in the first half, which definitely showed the story. I mean, for me, it was an evenly matched game, and as a United fan, from basically in certain detailed words, it was a game of two halves, in my opinion. Definitely a game of two halves, and in my opinion, a lucky win, because we did not deserve to win at all in that second half, because we weren't very good in the second half, and we were really lucky to keep hold of that lead. But David De Gea, masterclass. They created more chances and had more possession. True. In the second half, we were able to take a step forward to have more possession and create more chances. Dave, can you turn down the stream? Because it keeps coming through the call.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. Which one? Hang on, I haven't even got you on the YouTube one, mate.
Oh, it must be coming through your... Yeah, it must be coming through the call. And...
Right. Yeah, it perhaps is.
Right, no
Matthew
problem.
Jones says, David De Gea saves us once again. I agree, he's very lucky.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows it's a lucky win for us. I mean,
Yeah,
as we all said, if it was a different goalkeeper in goal for United, like Sergio Romero or even Lee Grant, then we would have certainly lost. We probably would have conceded about 4 goals.
4 or 5, definitely.
Yeah. In the second half, we were able to take a step forward to have more possession and to create more chances. Again, game of two halves. In the last seconds, we had 2 good chances to score. Today, we didn't get the points, but I can be proud of the second half. Yeah, I think Jose Mourinho will have been proud of the way the team played in the first half. Obviously, getting the 2 goals in 3 minutes. 2 interesting goals. Romero, I don't know how long Romero was out for. I haven't had an update on him. This is also what Javi said there. First half we conceded 2. The game was tough. We needed to press higher. We suffered some difficult situations, but we had to try and score 2 goals. It was a bit of a pity. Yeah, shame. As I say, as I said to everyone earlier, if we hadn't actually, in other words, can't remember. If Watford had got that goal, they would have been out of the game. They knew that they had to get that goal to salvage, to at least close the gap. Matthew Jones has got to go. Great stream and some great calls tonight. Thank you guys for joining. And as I say, Matty, I'll catch up with you tomorrow night for your stream. Check out Matthew Jones, or check out United Lads from United Fan Focus, as it's now called. There is no links in the description, but as I say, if you click on Matthew Jones and go to channels, it should say United Fan Focus. Vicarage Road has been, like I say, has always been a happy hunting ground for Romelu Lukaku, right? Because all three of Romelu Lukaku's Premier League goals against Watford have all been at Vicarage Ward. You see, so like I say, it's a happy home for him, and I think Ashley Young did absolutely superb going straight down the wing and stuff. And in the future, he could become our number one left back. Now, having said that, me giving man the match, I did get people saying to me, why are you giving the man the match? That means he'll be starting every single game and not Luke Shaw. Just because I'm giving the man the match for that game, doesn't mean he's going to necessarily play every single game. I think, like I say, he'll probably play left back against Young Boys. I don't know. I don't think Luke Shaw will be back in time for that. And then obviously Luke Shaw, I think, he'll return against Luke Shaw against Wolves. What are your thoughts on the Nemanja Matic red card, mate?
The red card decision, if I've got to be honest, absolutely stupid. I mean, if you're on a yellow card, you really need to restrict yourself from actually getting the second yellow card and going for like an early bar. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, it puts so much pressure on your other teammates if you go down to 10 men. Plus, and it also gives the opposite team a chance thinking, right, we can go and score like either 2 or 3 goals to salvage a point, or maybe even go and steal all 3. Luckily, that didn't happen on United on Saturday yesterday evening, and I think Nemanja Matic now, he has to be thinking to himself, I am a very lucky man that I didn't cost my team that game by getting myself sent off.
To be honest with you, I mean, by the time he hit the pitch, it was the end of the game anyway. But like I say, we were this close to conceding, but then again, we were saved by the main number one man, David De Gea. I'll be honest with you, if he wasn't in goal, if he was not in goal for that game, what the hell would we have done? I don't know how we would have, I don't know how we even managed to win it. Like I said, it was a really lucky win for us. Oh, it wasn't convincing, no. I didn't think it was convincing. I'm just looking at the stream on here. It looks pretty nice with the effects on. I'm going to keep the effects on I'm going to have that on for the next couple of streams that I do, because it looks pretty effective. But in my opinion, yeah, we all know that we were really lucky to get a win. We didn't really deserve. I didn't think that we deserved to win in the end, but like I say, Watford didn't take their chances properly, and that's what happens. I've just realised this is the 588th upload on this YouTube channel. It's amazing how different David De Gea is for us and for Spain.
Well, I think this must be at least my like 50th video I've watched on your channel.
I don't know. Yeah, De Gea's superb for us, but for Spain he just cheats. Like I say, Spain are running wild at the minute. Spain ran riot against Croatia. So, like I said, 6-0.
Destroyed anyway. I mean, 6-0, basically.
Humiliation.
Not exactly good for them, is it? I mean, they get 4-2 by France in the final of the World Cup, and they get defeated 6-0 by Spain in the opening friendly since that World Cup final. I mean, they've still got us to play, Croatia, so I think it will be like a repeat of that World Cup semi-final, but I'm hoping it will be an opposite on the result on that, with an England win instead of a Croatian one.
Is there any more? Just to let you know, because we are gonna wrap up the stream very shortly. But is there any more points that you want to make, David?
Yeah, I mean, Fellaini, what are you saying about him last night.
Yeah.
I think he wasn't great yesterday, Fellaini. I mean, he had some decent times in the game, but to be honest, he wasn't great. And Man United could have done with a better performer than he was yesterday.
Definitely, yeah. You know, that's the thing with David De Gea. I mean, at times he comes from being C-War to He-War, if you know what I mean by that. But like I said, he's done well. He's done well these last couple of games, and if he wasn't in goal for these couple of games, we probably wouldn't have won a single game so far this season. Wob, thank you very much for joining. But as I say, guys, that is going to be, unfortunately for you lot, that is going to be the end of this show. Yeah, this is going to be the end of this show. If you have just joined, really sorry about that. But we are, as I say, we are starting to waffle on a bit. So we're starting to waffle on a bit and starting to run out of points to talk about. So we are going to end the stream there, guys. A big thank you to Ed Devil Weekly for coming on earlier, and a big thank you for David who came on as a different guest. Yeah.
Can I say something quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, guys, can you please subscribe to my channel, Football Fan 148. Now, on Wednesday, I may be doing a video live from the Majayski. It depends on what time I actually get to the Majayski for the Reading versus Norwich, but I will try and make a video, so please subscribe to my channel for that.
Yeah, I might go live at the Riverside Stadium. You never know, guys.
Yeah.
But as I say, I'll be doing the vlog anyway, guys. So yeah. Anyway, listen, guys. David, thank you very much for coming on as well as Kieran. Yeah.
I may do a live stream later on tonight. I'm not exactly sure what time I'll be doing it. All right.
Who's Marv? It's ending Marv. What? I don't know what Matty's on about there. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining. Please smash a like if you haven't already done so. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe down below. That'll be very much appreciated. On the road to 320 now. And obviously, get your comments in the live chat. Get your comments in the comment section down below, not live chat, sorry. If you ended up missing the stream, then obviously you can watch the replay will upload in a bit. But for Marvel's here on Dazzler's Football Stand, have a fantastic evening, lads, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Well, I probably won't see you on Wednesday, but I'll see you sometime, probably tomorrow night. If you check out United Fan Focus's stream, I'll be on there. And as I say, until the next time, we'll see you later. Thanks for joining.